All right, welcome to Saints on Cinema. I'm Tim Wilde, and with me tonight is Lance Carlile and Andrew Berne. Both have been on our episodes together, even. Yeah, we did our skyscraper video, which would have been a fun movie to watch.
Which I didn't even see.
Make fun of. But this is our first commentary video, and we've decided to launch this this pilot episode watching... What's it actually called? The Raiders of the Lost Ark, not Indiana Jones, right?
I don't think it's called I think it's just Raiders.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, but more commonly known as Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Was that later added? I don't know. Anyway, you're familiar with the movie, but we're going to watch it. It's currently on Netflix. Otherwise, I'd synchronize when I'm going to hit play on the DVD, but we're going to watch it on Netflix so we can stream. So if I have anything buffering or power goes out or something, it'll just ruin the whole thing. It'll be fun. But we're going to start at the beginning.
It's a very good place to start.
Yeah. So I'm going to hit play, and I'll describe what's going on so you can synchronize if you want to watch with us while we ramble about this movie, or you can just listen to us. I don't care what you do, but we're going to watch it because I haven't seen this in a long time. So starting the movie in 3, 2, 1. I didn't say go. Oh, now it's buffering already. Okay.
Buffer for 3 seconds.
Okay, here we go. I had to reset because it was on pause a long time. Watching nothing. Okay, a Paramount picture just came up. There's the mountain, and it's going to dissolve.
That looks awful.
Going away
for the time, though.
right now.
What year does this movie?
79-ish? No, it was after Star Wars. 78, 9.
Butt shot.
Yeah.
Before I was born, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So again, like I said before, Tim, I don't know if a leather jacket would be what I would take into a jungle.
It's stylish and awesome.
Which again, look at all the guys that are like in rags and like got backpacks and cantinas, and Indiana Jones has nothing but a whip and.
Well, that's why he has them. Right? There's the mule guy, right? he's got them doing all the heavy lifting, so he can just strut around looking cool. Now, I've been on hikes with you, Lance, and you wore that hat, but didn't you have a jacket?
I did not have a leather jacket. Okay. I had like leather-ish pleather jackets.
All right.
And we weren't hiking in jungles either, Tim. Like, I think hiking in the Uintas and hiking in, like, South America are a little bit different.
It's just a little bit of a humidity difference.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to drink? Lance, drink?
Like, what you got?
I told Sprite, Baja Blast.
Ooh, some Baja Blast. I'm also not sure, Tim. I don't know. Would a native of the land seeing his own statue be like, ah?
Well, how do we know they're
maybe
natives?
It's like against his religion or something. That's like my mom if she saw that cult sign. Ah!
Are we sure they're natives? They don't look anything like the natives at the
oh, that's true.
The
guys.
Yeah. Because these could, because it's just like, who was it? He had a buddy in another one that like was on some previous adventure that we never saw or didn't know anything about. That was I think that was a new one. Now you notice all these awesome shots of him doing his thing.
Doesn't ever show his face though.
Yeah, without seeing his face.
Special.
The revealing steps into the sunlight. The Javitos.
The Javitos. They're the natives.
And you know who that actor is, right?
The poison is still fresh. I love when people are like, they lick the poison. That's a good idea.
Yeah. That's poison.
But then they spit, so it's okay.
Yeah.
They instantly spit.
Right.
His poison's gone. It's a good point.
But how do they know? Do they like go around tasting poison? So they like,
they're like, I'm familiar with this poison.
Well, they've actually been...
It's not tree sap for sure. This is poison.
They've been building up an immunity over years.
Yes.
Wasn't there another one where he had in the second movie, he had that Asian guy, remember, in the beginning in the bar? The little guy that was a waiter and he got shot?
He couldn't carry his own map. It's like, here, you're the servant. This is way too heavy for me.
He has the secret piece. They hold the rest of it. It's like the Last Jedi with R2 and BB-8. They both had their different pieces.
That's a big old gun. That's like a 50 cal.
So you gotta love, there he is.
Step
into the sunlight.
That's some cool lighting, too.
Yeah.
Oh, my fist hurts. I'm out.
We have the exaggerated sound effects in the indie movies that are just amazing. And he's like, that was incredible. I've never seen anyone whip someone like that. He's like rethinking his contract right now.
Good thing we have that map so I could walk 10 feet away to the entrance.
Robert, they're already there. It's like, don't know those vines. Oh, it's right there.
Well, maybe he's just that good of an archaeologist
again,
or Tomb Raider
was that
to
sack,
know that he
like,
needs.
right.
The,
Was that sack too heavy, so he made that guy carry it in his backpack?
Did he hand him the
Yeah.
bag?
So here's his bag.
I carry a satchel, not little cloth bags.
Look, this
Only
is
when I need it.
This is a really heavy leather jacket, man, okay?
But what did he do with the sand? He put the sand on there, and he didn't put enough sand that he has later on. This is the big bag. Did he hand it back to him, or is he carrying it around
he put it in his satchel.
So now he's going to carry it. So is there anything else in the satchel other than...
There was something in there.
That's
but
what
I
he
didn't
puts
catch
his
it,
treasures in.
I guess.
I think that's what he does. So if he
His
can't...
father's
because all
journal.
good archaeologists take treasures.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not about discovery and learning about the culture of anything they discover. It's just, we need to loot this place of the good stuff.
Okay, now this is realistic, though. Indy is not afraid of spiders, but he is afraid of snakes. Spiders don't kill people. Like, they
Generally.
rarely, ever... In fact...
They have, but
Unless you live in
typically
Australia.
Yeah, like...
And there everything kills
And
you.
tarantulas aren't going to kill you.
You're telling me if you had that many tarantulas on your back, you're not going to react.
Tarantulas can't even really bite. I mean, they can bite you, but they can't really poison you or anything.
But you're not going to react. You're not going to be like, woo!
I don't know.
I would give it a couple woos like that. Just saying.
Little spiders are actually more nasty than those big ones.
When I was a kid, this cave seemed like so big, but it's really like a one hallway and then the big room.
There's some good special effects though,
Yeah.
Tim. Like good makeup.
Practical
and stuff.
effects, yeah. Which is amazing because how did the people that made this building like develop this amazing
You know how hard that
technology
is
for
to
these
do with the
traps?
bullwhip?
You can't. That's the one thing I
You
want
can
them to
do
do
it.
on Whip
It's just hard.
on what's it called? Mythbusters. I
Oh,
want
you
them to
can
do
do
that.
it. It's just not easy, and you have to have a long
And to let it
freaking
go.
Whip. Trust me, I have experience in this, Tim.
Yeah, I know. I've watched you with your whips. See, what if there's another gap like 10 feet later? Why doesn't he get the whip for later?
Because then he can't escape quickly.
Quickly is the word. So if there's another gap, he's like, well, we gotta go back into town and get another whip?
Yep.
I see. What's the name of the trophy, Lance? The
The
idol?
idol?
I know, but it has a name.
I
Because
don't
it's something about rebirth, because it has like a little baby coming out of the crotch.
And it's a prop that's used
Matt
in
used
other...
to have a
It's
copy
a
or a
prop
version.
used in other movies as well.
know. I have no
Is
idea.
it a real thing?
No,
You're
just,
the educated one.
no, just Hollywood repurposes props all
Right.
the time. Right?
As
So that-
Easter eggs, or you mean like as it's like
no,
a
just
thing?
I mean Easter eggs
Like,
back then.
and
weren't
why,
really a
if
thing.
he knows this is a trap? This is the second time he's
Watch
like,
this.
"Oh, this is probably a trap. Let's set it
Right.
off."
What if that step is the one that launches
Yeah,
the
like-
boulder and makes the whole thing collapse? It's like, watch this. It's just a pressure plate. It could have been anything. And why didn't they like
Camouflage
set
one
up the
better?
pressure plates where like halfway through the room the cloths weren't covering the pressure plates and they switched it so the regular tiles were the pressure plates? That's how you catch someone, Lance. And he's like, don't come. No one can step on these tiles as carefully as I can.
Is
They're
this
like
4K?
3 feet tall. I don't know. Whatever.
Looks pretty good.
Whatever's it's HD. Whatever's on Netflix. See, and this is what's cool is like you've already learned. He detected the poison. He heard the gun cock. He knew about this to bring the sand ahead of time. He knew about the plates. He knows how to have a quick escape.
One thing I often think about this is like
See the chairs?
the chairs. Yeah, but so like he just dropped a bunch of sand on the pressure plates. So I guess the pressure plates aren't like
It's the base. He poured the sand on the side.
I know, but there were pressure plates down by his feet, and that's where he dropped.
Oh
the
no, I
sand.
think it went up like a step. See, now he steps. Maybe not. Yeah, he did start going like that. He misgauged the sensor. But yeah, this is like whatever this room is. It's like a little council room, or where they sit and worship the idol. I don't know those stairs before.
And,
or the
and
chairs.
the arrows are set so that if someone's running,
Delays.
they won't hit them. Apparently,
There's still a delayed reaction. We know the springs and stuff made out of old vines and everything are just like
this is what
over time.
Why would you make your trap like slowly close the door?
Because it's more dramatic.
Yeah. They didn't think they thought they'd be like wounded from spears, so they'd be like limping around the corner
awesome.
just to show
So
them.
to give them hope.
Yeah.
This effect is awesome though, where the weeds, the vine like comes out of the hole. You know, it's like that's not.
And that shot when he was underneath, it was like that was a matte painting, right?
You know how many people have been injured by garage doors because of this movie?
I don't think it's because of this movie. That's a good.
That this movie, there's multiple images in this movie that as a little kid really freaked me.
That's Dr. Octopus. You knew that, right? From Spider-Man 2?
Why didn't he just...
Of course I knew that.
Of course you did. Did you
Of
really?
course, everyone...
I don't remember his name.
Why
Everyone
didn't
else
he just
knows
run the other...
Because he'd be blocked out. I used to think that because it completely
Blocked
jams
out?
the door. Yeah.
It does not.
When he gets there, you can see the boulder out the door. Right there. See? He would have been stuck inside. Even though there's sunlight coming from everywhere on the inside, I'm sure he could get out.
I never noticed that. I thought it ran into the jungle. Because in Weird Al, it does, okay?
See how close he is from the
UHF,
lake?
it does.
In a few minutes, he's going to be miles from the lake.
So, and why did they have that guy there, all peppered full of his stuff to fall at Indy's feet?
And why did they all shoot him in the back? He's like, lead us back to Indy. He's like, this way. And they're like, what?
You can buy those cobwebs at any Halloween shop. They're pretty cool.
Those are realistic ones. They don't look like the crap ones at the Halloween store. Look at all the dust and everything. It's so good. Even though his makeup, he's still bright and tan and just clean. His jacket's seen somewhere.
Which is funny because doesn't Indiana Jones like speak all these different languages?
Jovitos, but not
But
Jovitos.
in the beginning, he didn't.
See, and why does he... Like, he's French, works with the Germans. Does he speak German? Does he speak German later in the movie?
I can't remember.
He's like very, very multilingual. That laugh through the woods, that used to creep me out as a kid.
I couldn't hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there's the donkeys.
Or donkeys.
Jack!
Or fish that gets hooked and he has to just let it go. She's going to be, swimming around the rest of its life.
Tangled to the pole.
With
a wooden pole that's going to float.
And how come,
it's gator
look
food.
at that range. For some reason, they can't,
They won't stop and shoot.
Yeah.
But now he's
no,
him.
He's fast.
He can...
This shot inspired the shot from Ace Ventura 2.
It's funny that the subtitles say Jock, but Jock is spelled Jock.
Oh, now they stop. He shot this guy. So how did the Jovitos get all the way up there and didn't know he had a backup guy? It seemed like they covered their tracks and followed him all the way in. Belloc didn't know where the thing was.
And his
Well,
hat.
they didn't know. It's in the middle of the jungle. You can't really be like...
He just ran like a quarter of a mile.
Yeah, still. You're not going to,
his
scan
his
the
hat
jungle.
went from sopping wet, folded over, to being, fine when he's on the airplane.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the same hat.
No.
Well, it's all...
How did...
Oh, those kind of snakes aren't going to hurt you.
And you wouldn't be scared of it either.
Have you ever had a big bow on your, people have them, you can...
No, I can't. No,
you can't do that?
I can't touch a snake.
That's awesome.
When I was in 4th grade, I had to touch.
Is it
one
because
at
you
school.
like Indiana Jones? You want me to just
he's my idol. I need his weaknesses too. But that's interesting though because we just saw him just be so incredible, do all this cool stuff, and he's just shows no fear, didn't worry about the spider and stuff. But then he gets into the thing with the snake, and he's like, ah! And then you saw his trembling. It shows that very early on. So that when you uncover the room later,
and this is
in
what
the Well of
anthropologists really do all day.
Yeah,
this is so funny.
It's very
dated
old room. This whole school is like wood.
Or just this scene is very dated with these girls just mooning over him.
Yep. In this theater style classroom. So all this stuff, are these just things that he has?
He stole.
That he's he's just this kook. He doesn't actually go off the textbook. He just goes through, tells his own adventures.
And archaeologists map out very precisely where everything's found, and so he just goes.
And here he is. He's telling the story right here, huh? He's like, this is where whatever happened.
But she loves him.
Yeah.
Enough to put it on her eye.
I don't know if you could actually read that from that distance.
Where he is? Oh,
yeah.
Can you imagine having to write on her eyelids? Love.
She couldn't do it. Someone else had to do it.
Yeah, but
she had to have a girlfriend in the bathroom before class.
Right.
Just kind of and these kids are seniors. They're pretty old.
This isn't high school. This is college.
Oh, there you go. I don't know. I don't remember.
Though I don't know why you'd give your teacher an apple in college.
Look how nerdy that guy is. He saw every cartoon that Disney ever made, so he knew you got to bring an apple. And I love that Brody just comes up and starts eating it.
And also and Brody's all this pretty cool guy, this cool cat. In the third one, he's not like that.
No. Well, I don't think there's a big personality drag. It's just you get him outside the school. In this one, he doesn't need the school, does he?
But he's even a cool cat.
No, in this
talking
one.
to the FBI.
In this one he doesn't. Well, he's collected. Yeah, they did
He's
this later
by the
on.
way, did you catalog where these were found, the exact coordinates and?
Right. I love how thirsty he is for his stuff, and Marcus is just aware of all of his adventures.
Oh, silly Indiana, plundering treasure.
He's probably not a great teacher. He's all the contributions he makes to the museum and everything. So look at the stained glass windows. This is like a chapel.
It's a college.
I know, but I don't remember seeing a lot of stained glass windows in most campuses I've seen.
You haven't been to the
nice.
fancy old ones.
Yeah, they have some nice, the Harvard or
that are non-religious.
No, even a bunch of the old original ones, back east or
that were founded by the religious Christian settlers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Andrew. So what's your background with Indiana Jones? How old were you when you first watched it? Because you're so much younger than Lance and I. So we grew up with these. So what was your background?
I was probably a preteen or something. Well, I don't know. I was probably fairly young because I know at the end that really freaked me out. Right, and we'll get to that, but that was nightmare type level. And so
traumatic. Was that traumatic?
It was pretty traumatic.
Yeah.
I think I was pretty little. I think it was on TV and I was watching it with my parents, with my family. And it was just
that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty intense. And when we get there, but the music and everything, it's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember, from then on, I if I was watching, I just look away. I knew at that point, I just watch, look away and not. But
Indy, because you can't look at it.
I just didn't want to. But very vivid memory of people's faces getting melted off.
Was he were you into Indiana Jones? Did you like?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was awesome though. Really liked the movies.
Did you have a fedora in your youth?
No, but I have one now.
I know you do.
No, but just you need to go to a good movie, watch Indiana Jones. So.
Right. Lance worshipped the man. He always thought he was Indiana Jones on scout trips and stuff.
Actually, Indiana Jones, I think, was the first PG-13 movie I ever saw, and I think it was right when I turned 13.
There wasn't 13 back then.
I think it's just PG.
Is it?
It's gotta be.
It's too old for the 13.
13 didn't come till the 90s. 90s, right? Yeah.
Oh, but I remember when my dad got this leather hat, and he wanted them to fold it so it looked like Indy's hat, and so Indiana Jones is always a part of growing up and
Right.
what it meant to be cool and manly and stuff.
And he is very man. Like, he is, like, without being, like, the
Not
80s.
in the toxic way.
Yeah, it's not like Arnold and Stallone. It's like, he's tough, he gets beat up. He's like, kind of like your John McClane was originally in Die Hard. He's just a regular guy who can do some cool stuff, but it's just his attitude, his arrogance, his womanizing, which isn't necessarily a good thing. I'm just saying
there's
just
the
saying,
toxic part
and the
of it.
time, right? I'm just saying, like, at the time, like that, he represented, like, oh, this is so awesome. And that's why,
in his 3-piece suit.
For an action movie too, this like explanation scene is awful long.
Well, we just had a lot of action. But, once they get this out of the way, we're good. Because now we understand
this is for all you Christians that have never read the Bible.
Which is most Christians. Because no one knows about the Ark and what's in the Ark.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but now you have to remind me, it's been a long time and I'm not paying attention. So the government's there. Yeah. And isn't that a Bible? Does he open that up in a minute? They're like, what are we talking about? And he shows them the picture.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I just happen to have a picture.
Yeah, it's a sketch right here.
here.
I know right where it is. And they show the staff. That's the one you're looking for. I have a
And
bookmark.
look, he only turns a couple of pages. And like, oh, how lucky of me.
Oh, it's that one.
It is the Bible.
Yeah. Yep. See, and there's weird footnotes on the side. So they're here to say we need to recruit you to find it before the Germans do. Is that what happened just now?
Not the Germans, the Nazis.
The Nazis. Excuse me. Yes. And they're seeking information, right? They just want to know why he has the interest in it.
They want to know why Raven is looking for, or they got a secret thing that said Tanis. They found the city of Tanis or something.
Oh yeah.
So like, what's this? I never read the Old Testament.
The city.
The
military intelligence sent us to get some information from you.
I know the Psalms and I know the Book of Revelations. What do you expect?
So
Or he's
now,
outside the school.
well, yeah, but I meant taking him off
I
on an
know. I'm just
adventure.
kidding.
So he wasn't recruited already. They were just getting information. Now he's getting the job. But he's already packing, right?
Well, they want him to go and figure out what's going on.
But the museum wants the Ark. So again, this is just a big treasure hunt.
Yeah. Marcus just constantly sees money signs whenever anything happens. As soon as like the government shows up, we're from the Pentagon. He's like, yes. Was it this one or the third one where he throws the gun into the suitcase?
Oh, he throws it in.
Cautious. Careful guy. Yeah.
And one time this whip saved my life from a lion.
So it's been a part of me on every adventure. It is an odd thing. It's just, I wonder whose idea, if that's a Lucas idea. It's like, we need to have him have some unique weapon and just something to have as a tool that's practical and will get him in and out of binds. Let's give him a whip. Be curious how that went down. So you think there's actual Easter eggs in his apartment here? Just little things and relics and replicas of actual stuff that like college professors
You know what a cautious fellow I am.
will identify that stuff. And where's he from?
What?
Where's Indy live? Where's he at? Where's he start
I
from?
don't know.
I don't know. That's his travel fedora. Back when people dressed up to get on the plane, right?
I did that a lot in college. I'd always...
You wore a fedora in college?
No, whenever I'd fly, because usually I'd need to be able to go to church.
Who's that? Is that who's that?
That's
This
the
guy
Nazi
who
guy.
gets
The guy in the black jacket?
melted on his hand.
His hat is lighter, and Indy's is darker.
It's just the lighting, Tim.
I guess.
Time to travel by map.
It's California?
Yeah.
That's San
Los
Francisco
Angeles.
right there.
That's Hawaii.
Oh, I mean on the bridge. Jeez.
I'm pretty sure that was Los Angeles, Tim.
I wonder if this kicked off this travel by map thing. If it existed before Indiana Jones.
I wonder if
Nepals are offended by this scene because it
Nepalese,
pretends that or
Nepal's
portrays them as just a bunch of drunkards who live in a shack. Napoleon. Nepalese.
Yes, Tim. Definitely call them that.
Okay, so what do we think of Marion?
I think she can hold her shots.
Clearly.
Shots.
I actually don't think she's that pretty,
No,
but
I don't think so.
she's definitely cool.
She used to annoy me though.
Why? Because she's not pretty enough.
No. It's mostly
Or drinking.
like when I
problem.
think of or Marion, I think of Indy. Like later on when she's in trouble all the time and like through the whole Cairo sequence from the basket and everything, and she's just over the top whiny.
So you don't like the actress?
It is kind of a regression, right? Because she starts off as like total bad A.
Yeah.
You know,
She's a tough girl.
She's really tough.
Drinking guys under the table.
Yeah, no one.
And then
can-
she gets out drunk later. And then
Is that
she's
a dude or is that a
It's
girl?
a guy.
I don't know, Tim.
Oh, you're offending the Napoleonians, these women.
Then she falls into the
Please don't
trope
say
of just
that,
like
Jim.
damsel in distress. She needs Indy to save her.
Right, through the rest of it. And then she like has this plan to like take out the Belloc to get out of the tent, but then that doesn't work and the guy comes in and interrogates her.
She doesn't seem
Indy
very
has to
drunk
save
either.
her, throws her into the Well of Souls. Indy has to jump down and save her. She's scared of the snakes.
Like,
and
okay,
go through the
she
wall.
can hold her liquor, but she doesn't act like she's drunk at all. Like,
No. What was
That's how good she is at holding it.
I thought it was a scam.
Oh, she was just drinking water and he was
There's a
drinking
reveal.
vodka.
There's that. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I don't know how
She's
you
like, there's only one guy
Said
that
that.
wears a leather jacket in the middle of it. Well, this is cold, so
Yeah.
this is different, but
I know that fedora silhouette anywhere.
It's just like Mary Poppins.
yeah, I thought,
Indiana Jones. Hold it right there.
I don't know, she's all right. I think I like Willie and the doctor and the third one, whatever her name. What's her name? The blonde one. The
German lady.
bam! Yeah, I mean, she like punches him in the jaw.
Yeah, she's like super hardcore here at the beginning.
Yeah. And she has some sass later, but she's not. She doesn't like do anything. She's in trouble. I think every scene I can think of for the rest of the movie after this one. Actually, even in this one.
No, she is in trouble in this one. They burned down her bar.
And they're about to like burn her mouth like to interrogate her, and then he comes in. So the only person she really got like the one up on was that guy that she was drinking with.
If that's a guy.
Now this is a cool set. I like the big fireplace in the middle of the room, even though no one's doing any cooking in there, so it's just to keep warm. And for some reason they have like a hot
And
poker
so
and a
her
handle close by.
dad Abner, was that like his mentor? And so he was getting with his mentor's daughter?
Yeah.
It's a little sleazy indeed.
Well, it sounds like
And she said she was young. I wonder how
they were
young
kids.
she was.
It's like it describes. Like it sounds like.
Is
he
it
spent
ever in
years
Young
with them.
Indiana Jones? Does Marion
Abner?
ever show up in Young Indiana Jones?
Not Marion, but I don't know about if it ever refers to Abner. That's interesting. I'd have to research that
I have to go to the local library.
because no one cares about Young Indiana Jones, even though it's an intriguing
It's way
concept
better
for a
than
story.
the latest movies.
Yeah.
Good catch. Caught her slaps.
See, he's just so like. It's like driven by.
Because I said so. Because the script said so. That's why.
See, I think she's just still in love with him and just wants to go with him. She has some leverage where he ran off last time, and this time she's like, "Well, he can't get away from me this time."
She's just making a power play.
But not for the sake of power. She likes him.
She's making a power play, but not for the sake of power.
I'm just making power play to show who's
Well,
in
power
charge.
play doesn't mean it's for power. Power play
Look,
just
a
means
power play doesn't
you're
have anything
using
to do
power
with
to
power.
influence.
Okay.
That's not what I said. Look at that. Look at that cool shot. Torch right there.
Can't even see her
That's not a
face.
torch, Tim.
Light or a candle. You know what I mean. We'll see the torches later. It's just kind of cool. I like foreground stuff.
We should start a new thing where we just like make fun of Tim throughout the entire movie.
That'd be a really exciting series.
I don't get why she's hidden it all this time and then she puts it
Right in display. Well, when they come in tomorrow, they'll be looking for the little thing.
Let me put all my cash in this very secure box.
Just leave it right on the bar. Now this guy was scary.
But it is fortuitous that she doesn't have it on her when they're interrogating.
Yeah. It's good
Why
writing.
is smoke rolling off their clothes?
Because it's cold.
It's their breath. You ever been in the winter, Lance?
No,
In
I've
the
never been
snow?
in Nepal during the winter. Too.
No, not in the poem. Look how it's just powdered on their shoulders. So who's this? The guy in the back? So I'm thinking those are two
his guys.
henchmen they hired here. And it's just some German guy,
It's
Nazi
Bob.
guy.
You don't know
Nazi.
Bob?
No.
Bob the Nazi.
So it's all dark and shady. This whole scene is like that. Your fire is dying. Oh, they are cooking something. I even accessed that pot in the middle of that big, huge flame. So they followed Indy here, right? They didn't know who she was.
I guess not.
Is that what we're getting from the plane? Because he was on the plane?
No,
following
she
them?
just, well, maybe they were just going to the same spot, but they knew her name.
Well,
How would he have been on the same plane as Indy randomly?
they would have figured out that that's where the medallion is. That's what they want. They figured it out just like Indiana Jones did. I don't think they followed Indy at all.
Then why did it show? Why was the point of showing him on the plane, watching him through the newspaper?
Oh, that's right. He was on the plane. I don't know.
This guy has a little beady. I mean, the entire movie, he looks like his face is melting, and then at the end, his
It
face
literally
really melts.
No, he got really sweaty really quick.
Yeah.
He was just
But I mean, even
freezing
later
himself.
on, it was like this guy's got a. Yeah. Maybe it's because he's always wearing black leather. It's a good scene.
I mean, why didn't Indy just shoot him to begin with instead of being dramatic with his whip?
This is
Well,
good
I mean-
classic Spielberg right here.
If he shot her, if he
This
just
is good.
shot her,
This
he
is
couldn't get
good,
his
really
face
hard
still.
wood tables to stop all those bullets.
You know, Neapolitan trees are just amazing. Look at that. Man on fire. Still shoots him even though he's
Right
already
in the
on
head.
fire. Get him out of his pain. Mercy kill. She stops for a drink. She's been drinking all night. She's like,
Yeah, but she's still not drunk.
yeah. And it's quite the stressful situation. She's a little kicked. And that guy had fireworks in his hat. The smoke is still
That's what
coming out
he
the
gets for
top.
having fireworks in his hat.
You like smuggled him across the border, hit him in his hat. Look at this. This is an actual shot.
I don't think that would actually burn that much.
Look at this. Pull this on
Like,
double
what
off.
if it would have hit him? It wouldn't have done anything. I don't think he can get like burnt that bad from.
It would have hurt. It would have burned him.
I don't think so.
Oh, shoot. See? Then you watch this, the silhouette take the shots. It's so cool. Even though he's shooting that way, and then you saw the silhouette fall from that way, but still. They don't make them like this anymore, Lance.
By the way, like, what happened to this guy's like reaction?
I know.
Like his nervous system.
He would have felt that it was hot before he even.
Yeah,
got
he
it.
like
He would've
grips the
touched it,
sides
he's like-
before he gripped. He didn't like palm it first.
The reason is, Tim, is because it said to do that in the script.
Yeah, exactly.
And the worst thing you want to do is like get the coldest
Yeah.
ice you could do.
And why do you run like 30 feet before he found a pile of snow he liked? Oh, the trick! Twist, kill. So good.
I mean,
Help me, Indy!
Does blood
I'm this
always
bastard.
pour out of your mouth when you get shot?
You know-
I've never done that. You know,
You've never done that?
I've never
You're
been
like,
shot.
I've been shot several
I've never been
times.
shot, so I don't know. But I mean, it's such a movie thing.
Yeah.
It really bothers my
It's a
wife.
dramatic way.
It also happens if you use too much chi.
I was going to say it's cheaper to have someone spit out blood than it is to like have an effect from a bloodshot when you hit, or a gunshot
That's
when you hit
probably
them.
true.
And also for that, for the trickaroo.
Oh yeah, it's good.
It's good.
They never have jet lag in this movie.
The music, very
It's
iconic.
no jet lag. What are you talking? He's like exhausted constantly. He's got to bounce.
And you know what's interesting is maybe it was World War One. Here it's got the map showing all of the Middle Eastern lines. Never mind. I think it's after World War One, where originally there weren't really countries in the Middle East. That was made after the war. But I think that's after World War One and not World War Two, so it does work.
Was this before or after Fiddler on the Roof?
After the movie?
Yeah, with
After.
the guy, the actor. What's his name?
Tevye?
Tevye. Yeah.
That's not Tevye.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That guy is the
The
guy,
guy
that plays.
that's the guy from Lord. He plays Gimli.
Yes, Tim.
That's not the guy who plays
Originally,
Tevye.
it's-
No,
yes, it is.
I'm calling you on that one.
It's not.
Here, let me help you, Tim. Hey, Google.
It's not him, Lance. That was like way older.
Look it up, Tim.
I did.
Did you look at Fiddler on the Roof?
No, I'm pulling up this guy.
I can't remember his name. He sang
John
in the
Rhys Davies. He came to Comic Con.
he sang in the Tabernacle Choir.
Did he sing Fiddler on the Roof?
Maybe.
He did. That guy's name is Chaim Topol.
I think it's Chaim.
Think what?
Chaim?
I think his name's Chaim, not Chaim.
I like Chaim better.
And isn't it kind of odd that there's like this evil monkey that she just kind of...
Yeah, they don't suspect anything. It's even dressed up. It's not like a wild monkey. It's got a vest on. It's like, red flag, anyone?
Haha, date jokes. Those are the best. I still don't believe you, Tim. I think you did the search wrong.
It's
Out of my way.
right there. That's him.
But and then also, does this
No,
guy
sorry.
speak monkey? You know, does the evil guy speak monkey?
Go
Because how
back
does
to
he know where to go?
Yeah, he tells him.
This is him, lads.
And the monkey knows how to
That's
Yeah, go
him.
down.
Heil
He was
Hitler.
not in Fiddler on the Roof.
Here, let me show you the easy
It was
one.
Control F Fiddler.
Oh, why didn't you do that?
Because I'm not researching this because I know the truth. It's not, see? That movie came out in 1971.
What is he carrying?
Stuff.
Souvenirs.
Oh, treasures he stole from the locals.
He needs a satchel for that.
Oh, but what is it?
Bunch of paper.
Let's just go shopping the Nazis are taking over the world, but we're in Egypt. We might as well, See, now she can't fight.
Because what?
She's not even hitting them. Look at her. She's like
barely hitting them with this little box.
she's like tapping them. She's blessing them with her.
Now, why? What happened? I missed it.
They got attacked.
Just by these guys in black.
The Nazis. The Nazis hired these guys to get them.
Well,
because the monkey told them where they were.
Right.
Because one guy speaks monkey.
But they were just walking and suddenly just get attacked.
Did you see the apples?
He speared apples through the guy. He made a shish kebab with the guy.
And look, now she's sitting in the wagon watching.
That was pretty cool, though. That was full-on Harrison Ford whipping. I really don't think that was a stunt double.
I think that wagon went about 10 feet.
How did she know that was a bad guy? He looked just like everyone else.
He was running after her.
Oh.
And she did the whole pot thing before Tangled. She's way ahead of her time.
I think I would have taken that pot over the knife.
Guys, it's not a pot, it's a pan.
Pan, you're right.
Why is he... He went down saying a prayer. That's the thing is, and I'm not saying, everyone in Cairo looks like everyone else in Cairo. I'm just saying that those guys have black hoods on, but that one guy with a steak knife didn't have a black hood.
The monkey was not fooled by the basket trick. And they speak monkey too.
And instead of just being quiet, she's like, "Stop it!"
Yeah, she's like, "Shh, shh." Okay, do we believe the story behind this?
That he was too sick? I love that story.
Who was too sick?
That Harrison was too sick. That's why they had a whole fight sequence here, but he was sick, and he just did that. They're like, oh, we're doing that.
Why don't you believe that?
I don't not believe it. I just never researched it. You've never heard that?
No,
like a big story.
Awesome. Plus, that guy's sword. That's a big sword.
Yes,
I wouldn't want to mess with that.
That's your level 1 boss fight.
It would cut your bullwhip. You'd have to get a new one.
I don't think that guy's gonna swing that sword fast enough to even catch your bullwhip, unless you have it, taught on something.
But what path are they taking?
It's like an old Three Stooges routine where Warner Bros. Were going in a door and out the door of the same hallway.
You will notice though that he doesn't have his leather jacket on this time. Because he's in
too hot.
Egypt.
Yeah,
he's in Africa.
Yeah. So if it's hot and
if it's
dry,
South America,
he is climate conscious, Lance. See, see that noise.
Why? So is she like trapped in that basket? Oh, I guess there's a rope over it.
Whoa!
That guy's really good at shooting the ground right in front of him and not shooting down the aisle.
And it's really awesome.
And that's the best. That's the truck they decided to go with.
Full of explosives.
Let's put our hostage.
The monkey told us where they are in town. We need to send a group of guys, and then we're going to extract her for no reason. So let's send the one with all the explosives.
It was very convenient for that guy to lean out the door.
Yeah, I'm right here. There's a nice explosion on a studio lot in L.A.
Because if you tip over a box of bullets, it's going to explode.
Those fireworks and explosives.
Why are there fireworks?
That was my question. You see all the crap that was in the back of that van?
I
don't
think
think
it
they were fireworks. I think it was just
explosives.
But they were Germans, but it said explosive in English.
Cut. So now, no more guys for chasing him?
He drank an awful lot of that whiskey.
He's depressed. He lost his girlfriend they didn't care about.
He doesn't speak monkey, obviously.
No. But the monkey still has a job to tag him and tail him.
And to save him from bad dates.
Oh, that was foreshadowing earlier when we talked about the dates. Yeah. It's a date. Oh, there's my real master.
And could this bad guy look any more like a bad guy?
Yeah. It's like the only motorcycle in town. He's got like an eye patch. He's the only one with a different colored cloak. Are these the German guys?
How easy was it for whiteys to hang out in Egypt at this time?
For whiteys?
By the way. I'm just curious. I wonder if you could actually just walk through town and
Smoke his hookah.
It's just an awkward response to the last time we saw him like 2 days ago. Was in the jungle where he stole his treasure. I like Belloc as a villain. I think he's cool. It's just interesting his religious motives behind his wanting to see the Ark isn't about the power.
Are you saying that the Nazis had some good ideas, Tim?
No.
He's not a Nazi, though. He's
yeah,
just a French
he's
guy.
the French. They hired him as the archaeologist to find the thing. But he just wants to find it because of his devotion to his Jewish religion.
Whatever you have to tell yourself to defend.
I don't defend myself about anything. He's not a Nazi. He even talks about it later on, or earlier. Right, Andrew? You know what I'm saying.
He's not a Nazi.
At the very end, he's dressed up
jerk.
in the thing in the Genesis or Exodus.
Well, he's
outfit.
a socialist, and that's basically the same thing.
I'm not saying he's a good person. I'm just saying I like him as a villain. That's what I said. He has a little depth. He has a little history with Indy. They show that history.
He is a good villain.
He has good chemistry with Marion. That's really interesting when you watch them. And then his feelings for her. And then it gets thrown under the bus. And he doesn't care.
The tank, you mean?
No, then the tank's not. That's the third one. This one has a truck. Do we know this actor? Has he been in anything else that I know of? That we should know of?
Here he comes.
If you know, comment below and let us know.
Yes, let us know if Whiteys could walk around in Egypt. And what was this, the 1930s?
30s,
Yeah,
early
30.
40s,
Yeah. Were those kids just like waiting?
The one guy sent them to save him.
Oh, but they were waiting right outside the bar until he did something stupid. Or they just,
I'm taking my monkey.
Found him at the right time.
Look at all these extras for like, yeah, we get to pull our guns out now.
Wow.
It's probably the most money
we're
they
terrorists.
ever
We
made.
never killed children.
Wow.
It was a different time.
Mm-hmm. There's Salah. He's the only one in Cairo that can afford a tie. They don't go to Cairo in the third one, do they?
What?
Do they go to Cairo in the third one when they get Salah, or does Salah just show up? I barely remember.
I think he's just there.
And the monkey speaks human, too.
Yeah, he's sign language at least. This is sign
That's
language
at least
for
more
Stan.
believable than the other guy's
Yeah.
speaking monkey, right? Which is it the same actor as the bad guy in the very beginning that gets peppered from the natives? It kind of looked like him. They just put an eye patch over him to like cover up the fact
You'll
that
never notice me. It's like Steven Spielberg's cousin or something. Dates.
I've never eaten a date like that. Have you?
I've had
Like a
dates.
big old.
I don't think
fat
I've
date
ever
like
had a
that?
date.
Yeah, you can
I
get a
can't
very
remember the
good-
last date I've had.
Yeah. Your dates usually are poisonous. Tim.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, I've never had them where they look like that. Usually they're like
Yeah, they're like
candy.
raisins, or
Well,
they're like wrinkled.
they're more like they look more like candy. Yeah.
I think I've had him in like dried fruit. Like he was like right there. He's just like walked right past him.
Which is
That
that a
kid
little
looks
kid
like
or
a
an old
full-grown
person?
guy. Yeah.
I've always been
like
confused. I can't tell if it's a really small adult or a really old looking
Yeah,
kid.
He's a little servant
he
kid.
looks like
Yeah.
he's like 40, but he's got the body size of a.
Look at these pillars. Where are they?
14-year-old.
What is this
They're in
room?
Cairo.
Well, I know, but like it's like this. Who's this ancient Chinese guy?
I don't know if
he's
it's a
Egyptian.
guy or a kid, Tim. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Not him. The old man that's about to. He's like, come. That guy.
What makes him Chinese?
Oh, those old wise men were always Chinese in these movies, weren't they? He's probably got Gizmo in a crate.
They're
right
in-
next to him,
they're
right
in
to sell him to
Egypt.
the guy.
He's
You are.
Egyptian. He's reading like
Come.
ancient.
Come.
Here,
Sounds like the Skeksis Chamberlain. Come, Gelfling, come.
It is a weird old guy. I'll give you that thing.
Very stereotypical. Squatting down on the floor. Now, why is he the one that can read this? Is it...
Because he's old and he knows.
It's like, I remember when Moses handed this to me. I mean, what language is on the thing?
Hebrew.
He speaks in Hebrew. He did in the third movie.
He doesn't speak ancient Hebrew.
Oh, that's so different. It's like, why did they need... It wasn't that what happened earlier? He's like, we can't go see the
Well, it wasn't
Asian
Egyptian.
or the Chinese guy
I
till later.
couldn't tell if it was Hebrew or not.
But either way, there's got to be a library in Cairo that has a dictionary.
Excuse me, does anyone here in Cairo speak Hebrew? Well, only the old guy knows.
Yeah. But he has a waiting list. You can't see it for 48 hours. That'll give you time for 2 action scenes.
I am the monarch of the sea.
Do you sing that right now?
Yeah, he was just
I
singing.
thought he sings it. I remember singing it on the boat later.
Dates.
Poor monkey. Poor evil monkey.
See, can you get away with that in movies today?
Killing monkeys.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not dead, Tim.
Well, it looks even like it's been like euthanized
Okay,
or something.
time to kill the monkey. Get the cameras
No.
ready.
I'm just saying, even like knocking out the monkey.
Oh, we're just gonna gas.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
How do you put a monkey to sleep to show a dead animal? Like we watched Beastmaster. It was like
It
20
probably
dead
wasn't
animals
a
in
real
that.
monkey, Tim.
You
It
think that was a
probably
prop?
Stuffed.
I don't know. Looked pretty good. That's one thing you don't get out of these movies is really good effects and props. Indiana Jones.
I'm very interested in the politics of this movie. Like in Egypt, where they just like, hey, Nazis, come in and like dig up our ancient artifacts.
Did they explain that? Why are these guys working for the Nazis all of a sudden?
Because
did Germany have, or did the Nazis have rule over?
I don't know.
I mean, there was an African front. But I don't know enough.
Was this during the war?
Well, this had to have been after World War One.
No, this is during the war.
Is it during or
leading up to.
Oh, they've been in this room before. Okay, that's why there's the.
This is the Well of Souls.
No, this
but
is the map room.
They didn't know how
this is
long
not
the staff
intuitive.
was
The
going to
map-
be,
yeah.
and they didn't have the thing.
Yeah, they had the wrong measurement.
Which, if you had a staff that had to be just the right size, would you just toss it, 20 feet down into a room? Shoot, it broke!
This is has to be exactly this length. It's like, let me go down, then you toss it, I'll catch it.
Look at that staff, too. It's like
all brittle
like
and
the size of your
fragile.
pinky.
Yeah, it's like a broomstick. It's like a pool cue, actually. So this is a room that was designed for people to have staffs to stick all over in that battleship game board. Mm-hmm. For the sun to come
sunk
out.
my pyramid.
They see him there with a rope. They don't even look inside to see if there's another guy in there.
No, they knew he was in there. They just...
I wish I could hear the German, because a lot of times, like in older movies, they're just like yelling. It's not even words.
He's like under arrest. So you like have to know where the battleship is, B7, and then you have to put it in there at the right time of day, and you have to know what time of day.
Well, maybe what?
And
maybe
how
it's
high
a
your
calendar.
staff is.
Maybe it's a calendar.
And now he
for the
brings out
day.
his archaeological brush. Now he wants to do like delicate archaeological work. He's reading it, Tim. He can't read the
Yeah,
printout,
he
but
can read
read
this.
It's
That was
too small.
buried with.
This is bigger. The letters are bigger. No, he consulted his diary. Apparently, he asked for the entire alphabet from the old man before.
That makes sense. Maybe these are characters that he was familiar with.
No.
But on the medallion, they were like, these are different
Oh, so you
codes.
see this? They put the staff in the wrong hole too, or a different
So
hole.
you can see it.
Yeah,
You
because
see
it
where the
would
hole
already
is.
had a hole. So I wonder if it's like a calendar thing.
You're right.
Well, okay,
And
so
so,
what's
like,
the
each
thing on the
each
medallion?
hole-
Yeah, that's a good point. Like it would be a different angle of sun each. I don't know,
day.
but it hit that one hole in the bigger hole though. Maybe it's like Lord of the Rings where like, oh, we just happened to be in Elrond's house at the right time of the year.
Very fortuitous.
On a full blue moon. Now that's not the medallion he has at the top, right?
Yeah, it is.
So you put the medallion on a staff.
It's the right height.
Right. And the medallion says what
hole,
on both
which
sides?
Which just happens to be the very center hole.
Right. Yeah, it's like you can kind of see where they're going with when they put the sunlight up there. The sunroof. And it like points right to the big building between two statues.
Is that even how lasers work? I don't know.
I don't know. Have you ever melted like ants on the sidewalk with a magnifying glass and like a big laser shoots down like the Death Star? Why is he twirling it? It's like angle it a little more. It goes right into the Jerusalem temple.
Yeah, I wonder if it's in that giant
the big compound with the one building in the middle of it.
They're probably like digging into like this little minor hut off to the side.
Did you see like the graffiti they had on one of the things where like it was written in red letters?
No. Somebody graffiti it?
No,
so
it was in German. It said...
Oh.
It said no, but I couldn't read the second word.
You speak German?
I do speak German.
Do you really? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know that. Now they'll never measure.
They'll never know how big it has
the size
to be.
now.
They can't put the two together. Oh, Sala, so...
Would they allow their flag to touch the ground?
Well, yeah. I mean, if they were Nazis, would they really want to use their flag for a rope?
That wasn't the Nazis. That was Sala.
That was Sala? He made his own?
Yeah. Why would the Nazis get him out of there?
Right, that makes
No,
sense.
the Nazis threw it down there.
No,
Sorry,
they
no,
didn't.
It's later in the movie where he comes up and the Nazis are there. Sorry, that's what I was thinking of.
Sala got kicked off with the rope. He's down here. He had someone go and throw the flags over. Or he did it. Doesn't really explain. But there was a backup plan when they confiscated the rope and pulled him off. It's like, you taste like salt. So what did the medallion say? It said like it has to be like 7 feet minus 2 inches on the back or something like that. Yeah. So they all had it was like it has to be 7 feet because that's what burned on his hand.
Yeah, because he only has half of it.
And on the back it
and
says...
he also needs to see a doctor about his...
reflexes.
Yeah, his reflexes.
And in Cairo, I'm sure that's the first place he went was to the little clinic. Oh, that's right. I remember it says it has to be this high, and then on the back it says, but you have to minus 2, but because you have to bow down before God or something like that. Yeah. It's something like that.
I'm going to leave you to potential
music.
Exploitation because
this is very Han and Leia music right here. Han theme or Leia theme and
now I just got to go and get the local protractor and.
No, he keeps that in his satchel on his.
Hey, can I borrow your protractor?
He's like, that's the spot. Right behind this brick wall. Later on, he comes out of a brick wall. That's it. The rebels are there. Now I'm going to lean on this thing. Now, Sala was in charge of all the workers.
He did say that's it. Did you know that's what he was going to say?
I was doing Darth Vader.
Perhaps it's not in that little shed like we thought it would. I don't know where else we could dig.
Literally had a compound with the building in the center of the compound, similar to where they store the Ark of the Covenant in the tabernacle. It only got the only definition was in those top 3 words. At the bottom it says, "Do not open or you'll melt."
Why
your
is
face.
the one guy carrying a 2x4?
Because they lay the 2x4 to hang the ropes down like a spit.
Okay.
And it's also like really convenient.
Why couldn't they just
there's like this berm to hide them while they're.
It's like this will conceal our work. That's pretty good. I like the little water tower out there too. First thing we need to do is build a water tower.
That's a pretty nice set.
Yeah. Almost as good as the other slave mine set in
Wonder where this was
Zorro.
built. I wonder if it was actually an actual archaeological dig or something. Oh, that's the guy with the 2x4. He needs to hold it on the ground there for some reason.
And I'm going to put on my fedora because everyone recognizes my fedora.
I'm trying to be inconspicuous.
Yeah. And I already know Belloc's in town.
During sunset. I'm not sure those pickaxes are necessary in the sand, but...
That's a pretty wide area that they're digging, too.
It's a cool background.
Yeah, that's like the ark's already coming alive here.
They didn't dig very far.
Yeah, that's very set or very studio looking.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. Not bad, but
pretty dated.
It's obvious is a good word too. No, I got mud on my fingers.
This is why they have the 2x4s to pry it up. Pry bar would be better. But,
yeah.
Good. You guys sweep. Very good.
Oh, they do get it all the way out before the Germans notice them, huh? Mm-hmm. That's right.
This is another thing about movies like this when they talk about like how much a stone like that would weigh. Plus, it's like sealed.
Yeah.
Oh, move that styrofoam.
It's very convenient.
Everybody
too,
on 3.
that when they when they built the Well of Souls, that they
put snakes in it.
No, that's convenient. Right. That was his face. I love that. No, that they put one block at the top that could be easily removed.
I like how he looks over at Indy to see if Indy saw how like girly he was.
Here we go.
I need a torch. Yeah. I can't see in the dark.
I don't know that adds much light to it though.
No, but you can see the light at the very bottom. I think you could see the snakes if it was like that. Half of those are rubber. Look at that. They're like not moving. There's like 10 snakes.
He needs to invest in a new pair of gloves.
No, they're fine.
And that's where they would always have it be a commercial.
Yeah.
Asps.
Do you remember when the cassette tapes came out and that McDonald's had a special promotion for the box set? And they had those Pepsi commercials, and they would show people in their living room like getting ready to watch the movie, and they'd be like, "Oh, about a Pepsi, we go get me another Pepsi," and she'd go in the other room and come in and go through the adventures, and the garage door would close and stuff, and all that.
Vaguely remember.
Those were awesome. I'll have to find those and put a clip in there. But that was a big, huge McDonald's. It was Coke, because Coke is McDonald's. Pretty sure it was Coke. It was around the time when Batman was being pushed as well. So she hasn't eaten all day. She's just been tied up in a desert.
3 weeks
gagged.
Everywhere else
Yeah.
on foot.
Yeah. No water. She would be like passed out. I brought this gorgeous dress that's your size.
It's beautiful.
So I remember the toys. Do you remember the toys from? Did you have any of the toys from these?
I vaguely remember them. I did not have Indiana Jones action figures. No.
They had Marion and it had the dress, and the
white dress.
Yeah, the white dress. The top was part of the paint.
In the bell bottoms.
No, there was only like 6 characters. But she was in the white dress, and the bottom, the bell part of the dress flared out, but it was actual material. Like you could get a little pin in a button you can unbutton, so you could take off the bottom half of the dress.
Do you always like wear dresses without your bra on? I thought
if it's strapless, that one's
How
kind
often
of
do you wear dresses, Lance?
I've worn a dress or two in my day.
I've worn skirts, not a dress.
Look, if you had your, well, maybe you might be able to see
That's
it in that dress.
It's the back, yeah.
Yeah, it's an open back. And you're beautiful. She's kind of cute right here, but Yeah, but I'm saying on the toy, you could take off the bottom half of the dress, and she just had like panties, and her legs were exposed.
Is that why you bought it, Tim?
No, we bought it because we had all the toys.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Now this, I remember there was a thing where once he goes to the bottom, the cobra pops its head up. The cobra is like through a glass from where Harrison is, and you can kind of see the reflection or something, or the light or something off the glass.
That looked like a rattlesnake.
Yeah, there's a lot of different snakes in there. It's not just asps. Can you see anything? I don't know. Yeah, but he's not right there. Maybe they've cleaned it up with HD.
As he's lowering down, all of the torches are like really close together, and he's right on top. It would be really hot. All the heat from the fire you'd be coming down on.
Yeah.
I would be more afraid of that one that was like only 2 inches away.
Yeah. The little asp.
I think asps are more poisonous than cobras, but I don't know.
I think so too.
I don't know if I'd just start pouring gasoline next to a torch either.
So do you think you could do this in a movie today without animal rights people freaking out, spraying water on snakes?
Water? I don't think they
Well, I'm sure they didn't use actual gasoline.
I know.
Well, you just saw it though. He just threw it and went up, so it had to have been.
We know they're all about practical effects.
Here she is drinking people under the table again.
It doesn't matter. She doesn't ever get drunk.
No.
Maybe she's like the Flash. Her metabolism is so fast.
Is that a thing?
The Flash having high metabolism?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing. He's always eating. He's always hungry. Those are huge shot glasses, too. Like juice cups.
I don't think those are shot glasses, Tim.
So they had dinner earlier. They moved all the plates and everything except for her napkin hiding the knife.
Yeah, because then she wouldn't be able to get away. Or at least try and get away.
Yeah, is that it? He's like, let me clear your plate. She's like, no, leave this napkin suspiciously. Now this was a cool toy. And the toy had the little R2 and 3PO. Are they in the movie? Is that in the movie?
What are you talking about?
R2 and 3PO are carved. Are they in there?
Yeah, on
You didn't know
the
that?
pillars.
Yeah, R2 and 3PO carved into the etchings or on the wall. I thought it was on the Ark itself.
Here, let me just push this.
50 tons. I didn't know they were actually in the movie.
Didn't they do a Mythbusters about that?
I don't know.
About moving a giant slab, how much it would weigh, and like.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're in one of those background things. Now those things just look just like the facsimiles in the back of the Pro Great Price.
No, they're right there. R2.
Oh yeah, they're on that pillar, huh?
Yeah, it's on the pillar behind them.
Oh, I missed it. I don't think they're gonna show that shot again.
We can't rewind it either, otherwise
No,
it'll screw up.
mess up like the 3 people that watched this for the first 2 years. If anyone syncs it up, I'll put a shot right here.
This is water.
Our prop liquor.
This is.
I grew up on this water.
What do they call that soda that's clear and
Tonic water.
Yeah.
Soda water. They do good too, because when I was a kid, this is how I imagined drunk people were. This was just one of the most famous drunk scenes. Yeah, that table was bare except for she just grabbed it and there's like dishes right there.
Like, what's her plan too? Like, he already told her.
I'm just gonna walk out. Don't try and follow me. I'm gonna walk across the desert.
3 weeks.
Yeah. Now this is cool. The hanger part. So awesome. And then, what would you like to talk about?
He's such a creepy guy.
He is. He's so good. He's one of my favorite henchmen ever. Got my little nunchucks that you think are some torturing device. as you cower behind the belloc. No, it's just the most evil freaking hanger you've ever seen in your life.
And now the guy just has to hold it.
Yeah, it did have a hook. It's just you gotta have some fun.
He's a coat rack.
Here we go.
I like his Cub Scout pin too that he has on his Nazi Cub Scout. I got this because I tortured small animals in Cub Scouts.
I got my skinning merit badge. That was distasteful. It's like
You got some good front squat form there, though.
Except he's holding like I don't think that's.
That's why it was a front squat in front. No?
Yeah. And why didn't they have anyone else come down with them?
Be suspicious.
Instead, just have 50 guys standing up above the hole with
No,
light.
they were afraid. Didn't it say that in the movie?
Oh, I don't know.
They were like
superstitious
yeah,
from the
superstitious.
snake, from the big giant thing.
Just in general. Like,
Aren't they up there when
Or
the
from the
Germans come
Ark.
around?
didn't they say something about not wanting to go where the Ark was?
Oh, I don't know.
We should probably watch the movie.
I remember they were for some reason.
That's a cool prop.
The Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah. It's cool. And I was like just shocked, like my seminary years when we saw LDS pictures of it, and how it like the description in the Old Testament describes it and looks exactly like that. I'm like, wow, they had research that was not just some cool thing they thought of. What are they all dead? Like they're all like passed out of exhaustion. We're too far from the village. Everyone sleep where you are. Get back up to work right at noon, right at dawn. Those three people are not dead. Something's going on.
And somebody decided for some reason to dig in that giant complex that looks like a castle with a giant temple in the
structure
middle.
right in the center. Uh-oh.
Someone's calling me.
Hello!
It's my dad.
Uh-oh. That was a blue screen shot kind of thing, right? I'd imagine. So they already brought a big box, boxed it up, stamped it with the swastika. I don't think I'd be sitting that way that close to that hole. I'd be like laying down like military.
Salah jumps over and just pushes him.
Especially since he's not one of the Nazis. It's like, oh, they have what they want. Are they going to like push me in there? No, someone can trip on some sand.
I don't know about that actor. He seems awful proud of his Nazi costume.
Now, never mind. You have to say the shot, but she went from the other direction. That's a creepy shot. I remember that. I forgot about that with the shoe.
In the snakes.
Yeah. It shows it later too, I think, doesn't it? Oh no, it's later on when it's coming out of the mouth of the people in the eye, in the skeletons and stuff. Yeah. Really effective. Oh, see, now his jacket's in the dirt. He's like, oh, where's my hanger now?
The girl was mine. He's very possessive.
Yeah. See, and that's what I like. It's interesting. The little fake date was about him liking her. I think they were beyond the point where they needed her anymore. Should they have the medallion? Well, they didn't have the medallion, I guess, unless it was a matter of getting Indy to come after her. But they knew where Indy was. The monkey was trailing him the whole time. That was good. That's good sound design right there, Lance. That hits you with the isolation right there.
Why did the torches all of a sudden just go out? I've been going all night.
All the oxygen just cut off. Just burned it all up.
Immediately.
They closed it so hard, a big wind blew all of them out except for the two they were holding.
I don't know if I'd take the Lord's name in vain with the Ark of the Covenant. Like,
after being locked in the tomb where it was for 4,000 years. The first time it was... Oh, that's right. He's got to fix the... So this is very Han Solo.
Yeah, knows how he rips off her dress to try to... Why doesn't he use his nice leather jacket?
That doesn't burn very well.
That's true. I guess leather doesn't
melt
burn
plastic
very well,
all over the snakes. Go through. Did you just say go through that wall?
He says the wall is hollow because he saw the little snakes
Right,
crawling through it.
right. But he just said to her,
"So get ready to run" or something like that, right?
Why don't they stand in that metal bucket where the snakes can't get them?
And they could. Oh, that's right. He has to burn it with his.
Falls over.
I forgot about that.
Also, why isn't she clubbing them with the other one?
Or batting them away.
Yeah.
Because she lost how cool she was when she lost her
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Her whole entity,
Her
and spirit
moxie
as a
was the
person.
bar.
Yeah, I see.
And why is the torch going out, Indy? It just doesn't make any sense.
Don't worry, this Disneyland prop will save us.
And did you see how the wall was falling back towards him? He would have been crushed.
This is Bill Boulder's falling back. See, now this is weird. So, this was a room that was developed or designed to just contain the Ark as like a holy, like a temple, right? Right? It was a little sanctuary for the Ark, right?
Sure.
Is that the idea?
So why are there all these mummies?
Yes. So why were all there? The temple was never like a place where you had bodies, and it wasn't like a matter of like.
But these are the
traps.
Egyptians, so they're different.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
When we were kids,
This was another creepy.
Yeah, scary.
Snake out of the mouth, super.
Which they just show just to keep your mind just like, yeah. Yeah. So did they talk about that earlier? Whether how the Egyptians got it? I don't remember that in the old. I'm not saying it's not. I don't remember. I don't remember the full origin
not the
and
Bible.
history of the Ark.
No, that's not in the Bible. This is all.
Hollywood.
What do they call it? Non-canon in the Star Wars universe.
Expanded universe.
Yeah, this is all expanded.
Bible.
Expanded Bible.
Expanded Bible. Also known as fiction.
Expanded Bible universe.
I thought that plane was like a real plane.
It is.
I mean, a real design. It was a prop build.
No, they got a real plane that looks like that.
Are you sure?
Nazis?
I remember we had a book with the art and props and stuff of the Lucasfilm
Are you
movies.
sure
or a
that's
bunch
not
of
an
stuff.
actual World War
I don't think
II
it is.
plane?
I think it was just a cool design, just like the tank in the third one is like a.
I don't know. Well, the tank was real too in the third one.
The third one? Oh, I remember it being a wooden prop thing. Well,
Well,
I guess they
it
could
was
have
a
been
prop,
building
though.
it off of that. It's true. It was a really cool book that had all the pictures and all the matte paintings and everything.
What are you doing crawling on my plane?
So there was an airfield right next to the Well of Souls. They built an airfield. And this guy's... This
big German, he's
yeah.
awesome.
He looks like
Let me take my
a
shirt
G.I.
off.
Joe. What's his name? Not Shipwreck. You guys wouldn't know anyway. Gung Ho. It looks like Gung Ho. This was a cool fight.
I'm not sure that one just ripped those propellers to pieces, but whatever.
The hanger or the wrench.
Yeah, it's like a freaking metal wrench.
Yeah, his grip isn't like, like Superman.
Yeah, but at
holding
least
it
would
now.
have bent him a little bit.
No, it would have knocked the thing.
I don't know, Tim.
It's a pretty
Propellers
heavy
aren't like.
propeller, especially back then.
I don't know.
Why is that guy like, hey, come down and fight me like a man?
He's
I know
he's
you're
huge.
obviously some. I know, but it's like, why would he expect Indy to comply with
He
that?
falls for the oldest trick in the book.
Did you just kick him full on in the nuts? And he's like, he's like, I didn't feel nothing.
The other guy's got a gun, but it's just like he's like so bored in his hut. He sees this guy. He's like, oh, watch this. He's gonna take off his little shirt. See? It's just...
I like how she's all happy and like, look, I did it.
But she hit him with the
Doesn't she get stuck in it now? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember why.
Yeah, is she really stuck? It didn't look like the hatch even close to me.
They need some Windex for that canopy.
But it's good because now she can shoot him with the...
Well, yeah, it's good. Oh, this is cool. Yeah.
And why are the Nazis standing up in the back of a...
moving vehicle?
Yeah. Is that how they usually travel?
This looks really good, actually.
What do you mean?
Just the set, the design, just you can see like as it's showing that thing knocking off the gas, and it shows that they're still staged in the fight. It's not like they just took them out and they showed some stuff and then cut to them fighting. It's just they're there. See, every shot you can see where they are.
It's like sleeping with there's machine gun fire going on. Took an explosion.
Yeah, it took an explosion like just right over that little hill. But I'm saying, like, the fight was envisioned and choreographed, and like everything that happened in a sequence. A lot of movies now don't do that with their fights. They just like conveniently write people out of the scene and bring them back in when they need them. Like it's swallowing gasoline now.
The poor mechanic dies just because he confronted Indy.
Yeah. All I was doing was trying to clean the windshield. This was... And this would be stage 2 of the fight.
Indiana Jones 2 is a terrible fighter. I mean...
Only against the big guys.
That guy is.
It's
No, but even with that, he's just... See, those are some good shots.
Yeah. Oh, this is so well done. Ah, so cool.
Blood.
Not cool, but I mean, you know what I mean.
Time to get out.
2 different blood sprays. Get back! I'm gonna shoot the thing that shouldn't have locked.
There's no.
How did he shoot? He shot the. It's like a flip for a hook or something. It's like a carabiner slot. So they looked at the plane, right? He thought it was going to go out on that plane. There's nowhere to store anything on that plane.
Yeah, that's not exactly like a cargo plane.
Yeah, it's got 2 like turrets and like 4 propellers. And
Well,
like,
I
the
guess
rest
it did
is
have
engine.
2 cockpits. I guess they could have put it in the other cockpit.
Shove it. It's like at an angle. When you go to Walmart and buy a box, it's too big. You have it all sideways.
And how does Salah know exactly where to fuck it?
That's a good shot.
And why did
Where are all these people coming from? They're all wearing different colors.
Why
Those
didn't the people sleep in their
They're the
tent? Why
workers.
did they sleep outside? What's the tent for then?
Yeah, that's where you keep your liquor and your dinners for your dates.
Yeah, look at all those tents, but no one sleeps in the tents.
Just the Germans. Huh. I wonder where this was filmed. We'll have to look later. Well, it wouldn't help because it would tell us that the scene's in Cairo. I think some of that was in Cairo, but we know it was in Cairo because that's why Harrison Ford was sick.
Well,
Because you get sick if you go
It's
to Cairo.
3 weeks
Well,
out
no,
of
because he
Cairo
had
on foot,
dysentery,
though.
I think.
It's 3
That's
weeks
what it
out
was.
of Cairo on foot.
This?
Yeah, because she said, you walk 3
Yeah.
weeks in any direction. And
Right. Because they didn't discover this magical city underneath Cairo. It was out a while.
I'm making this up as I go.
Here comes one of the greatest action sequences of all time.
It's nice that they had that tent just for a horse.
Yeah.
The only
We
horse
had one
we've seen.
horse, and it's a white horse. Beautiful. You want to show your champion. And all these people, the same guys that pulled guns
look,
on him
there's
in
a
the
guy
bar
riding a horse.
an hour
Everybody
ago.
stand up and
Yeah.
cheer.
It's because they know because it's white.
Why do a few of those Nazis look like they're like 70?
Why is the guy in the jacket still wearing the leather jacket?
in Africa.
That's like worse than Darth Maul on Tatooine. It's like, why are you wearing all those robes? Just go wear your tunic.
Where does he get the rocket launcher? Is this the scene with the
That's the
rocket launcher?
third. No, or that's at the end of the movie.
Okay.
He steals it out of their base.
Okay.
And he's ready
It's
to blow
not
it
right
up. No, that's later. When they're walking into the place on the island.
The RPG.
So there they see him. How did they turn back? Why did they know?
Yeah, let's just shoot at my own guy.
There's like 3, yeah. With the Ark in there. And this turret. All this for this truck. I love it. Get this guy down.
That guy's probably alright.
That's a good stunt. Yeah. Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't kill them all. This isn't like Ewoks and Stormtroopers that die from nothing. These are the workers who are late for their shift.
That's why you don't follow too close.
There's your Wilhelm scream.
His head
Is that the only Wilhelm in the
I don't
whole
know. I haven't
movie?
been paying attention.
His head went through the windshield.
Seems like Indy always had like a few in each of them. Like every death, you could insert a Wilhelm scream in Indiana Jones movies.
Did you see that guy's face?
I missed.
I'm on the...
He punched him so hard the door opened. He flew right out. No seatbelt.
But what... I mean, I guess he said he doesn't have a plan.
He's making up as he goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, he's part of a caravan.
Well, he's got to get out and take apart the caravan so he can escape.
Yeah.
He has means to transport the Ark right now. But what's his plan after he gets out of here? He can't. He was going to get it on a boat or in a plane.
He's making up as he goes, I guess.
And I wonder if they just went through this Arab place and they're like, what are some things we can run our cars into that would be cool? They're like, there's an aqueduct over there. I mean, it has no point in the story. They're just like finding random things to run their cars into. We would never do anything like that, would we, Tim?
Nor would they try shooting at the tires. No one is making any attempt to shoot at anything.
And
Just earlier when they shot at him.
What do they call those motorcycles with the sidecars? I forget.
Motorcycles with sidecars.
But they have those in 2 of the Indiana Jones movies.
The third one.
They really liked them.
Yeah, because you have a gunner.
Or your dad with an umbrella.
Yes.
And where did that cliff come from?
That's a
They were just in, like,
huge
they were in
cliff.
an oasis.
Yeah.
They were just in an oasis.
That was like...
And now there's like a
So I wonder if that
cliff.
first guy that he punched out of the car, if he flew off that cliff.
He flew off the earlier part where it's like slowly just descending down.
And now they're back in an oasis. It just...
This is good action, though.
The geography just doesn't make sense. I love this movie, but...
There's like a road that goes right from Cairo through this village, or through this foliage, along this cliff, right to the hidden city they just found.
Yeah.
This
This
cool.
is one of the 70-year-old Nazi guys.
Look at that. Real blood, real spray. That would have been PG-13 right from that, I think. That was a good shot.
Oh, he's gonna get run over.
So that's why I love like Indiana Jones and John McClane and characters like that. Original John McClane. Because they get beat up and they get hurt. And then it plays into it. He nurses that arm in several shots in later.
See,
later
this guy's
scenes.
70 years old. Like, what happened to the young Nazis?
They're off the cliff now.
It's a good kick. He looks older because he's all blonde, so it looks like he's...
See?
got
No,
hair.
but he's
Punching
also
the
got, like,
punching the
he's
shot
losing
arm.
hair. He had like a big old bald spot on top of his head.
He's like punching the shot arm. The
So,
wound's
Lance, are
infect.
you 70 years old?
Wow.
I'm not a Nazi soldier either.
He was like the squad leader, Lance. Look at that.
Why are you straddling the wheel, though?
Because the things were falling. It's the only place he could get his balance.
You know, they also
This is a
could have
cool
just
stunt.
braked. He didn't have to speed.
Yeah, go faster.
Yeah, just stop and we'll shoot him.
Yeah, why they're all armed right there. There's the trench, conveniently. Whatever, I'm not going to complain about this stunt. That's awesome. I am wondering what he attached his rope to, though.
That's
whip.
a whip.
Yeah. See that? Blood-soaked stain on the jacket.
Footage is at double speed.
And he left his whip on the ground.
Yeah, he's like suddenly moving very quickly and agilely. I love this. Return the favor. Hits him. Throws him out. Just doesn't shoot him in the arm.
And that's the Harrison Ford pissed off face. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That guy's toast.
It's brilliant. Now crashed in. I thought he already crashed into them and they were off to the side earlier.
No, that was the other car.
There were 2 cars?
Yeah, there's lots of cars.
It was a caravan, remember?
Well, I remember several trucks, but I remember like nice cars like that. I thought it was just theirs. And back to the arm. See, if this was Steven Seagal or Vin Diesel or someone, it would have been like, I can't get hit. I'm just indestructible and perfect. Just not intriguing or important or engaging of a hero.
Did he just run into chickens?
How do these guys know?
They were.
How was this communicated?
He called him up on his cell phone.
Okay. Even if Sala knew about this spot, how did Indy know where to take the truck?
They know the good whiteys from the bad whiteys.
Okay. Okay. But my point is, how did Indy know where to go? So I was like, take them to this address.
Those guys just ran over a dog.
Yeah, there was a dog whining boy. No, it was the guy who threw the watermelon at the door.
There's the blue scene. There's the creepy captain who's actually a nice guy.
It's not creepy. He's pretty cool, actually.
They play him off pretty creepy, like you don't know if you can trust him or not. That's why she makes the line when she has a dress. Like, I have a feeling I'm not the first girl on their trip, on their group, on their ship.
That's a dude in the back in a dress.
All those guys in Cairo are wearing dresses.
Oh, I guess that's true. Is that one guy's in jeans though? Like in the very back.
He's like bobbing to some music. I can't hear either.
Like that's just some cameraman. They're not even trying. They're not even dressed up. He's got like corduroys on or something.
I love it. This is your song right here.
What song?
I'm the monarch of the sea.
Oh.
So wait, he has children. Did she say this is for your wife?
Yeah.
The first time? And then she kisses him on the lips. Does she not think that his wife...
This is for us. Now he's going to go join the circle of drunks over there.
What is a British tar?
It's a little more proper. Soul. That one's from me. And this is good where it slows down.
Where did she get
and
such
you learn more
fancy nightgown?
The captain gives it to her. She says it. Yeah, see?
You're right.
Like little perverts have like little nightgowns for her. Like she doesn't have like a real outfit or anything. It's like, here's a silky, sexy nightgown we keep on board.
Yeah, where does a captain get something like that?
These are actual pirates, I'm sure.
Oh, right in the face.
That cussing Sherry where you hear the scream. I love it. And she's like, what was that?
They just smack you in the face.
This is cool. This is like the best scene with Marion and Indy. The only time I really feel like there's this real connection between them. There's the chemistry in the beginning is more like
so it was 10 years ago. So he's
Uh,
probably in his 30s. So they were probably college. Yeah, because he studied from Professor Raven, whatever.
Sense. Yeah. Was her dad?
Raven Hood or something. Ravenloft.
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw. Yeah, Indy went to Hogwarts. Where doesn't it hurt?
It would hurt there. Like, you always use your elbows.
You were just climbing underneath the truck.
Yeah, I mean, in a fight, you use your elbows a lot.
As we got thrown onto the hood of the truck, I'm sure he rolled onto his elbow. And here's it too bad.
I saw a girl draw some words on
Her eyelids.
That's cute. People can say what they want, but that's a cute scene.
Yeah, but that's gotta hurt. Like,
And now he's like, I'm done. Just go get some ointment. I'm gonna fall asleep. And
It's the opposite of True Love's Kiss because it put him to sleep instead of woke him up.
so you know she's not the one you should marry. That's what I'm saying. Of all the girls he ends up with, that was the wrong choice in my... Whatever, I'm not gonna say wrong choice, but she just wasn't my favorite. But I like that because that's just like in the third movie. Remember after the big tank fight, where at the end they're like, "We're so close. What are you sitting around for?" And he's like exhausted, and they're like ready to run off and go into the rest of the movie or go to the next part of the story.
that's an awesome rat scene, though,
Where it boils.
where they dolly through the rats.
I didn't catch it. This was cool though. Wow. Why is it responding?
Did they sleep in the same bed? That does not look comfortable. Like, he's all bruised and like bloodied, and
We'll never know.
No, they probably just did it.
oh, she did it while he was asleep.
She's not wearing her shirt. She wasn't wearing her thing. Yeah, he probably fell asleep. It was nighttime. They woke up. He was ready. They did it.
Oh, so if he's ready,
Now
then...
she's sleeping. Yeah! He's tired. He just did all that fighting. And then it cut to the morning where he's dressed and she's like laying just content and she didn't sleep as long as him. Makes
Glad
sense
you
to me.
thought this through, Tim.
I did. I just made that up. I don't know why they're going after the crew members. Don't you touch me. He's like, no habla.
I don't speak English.
So why is that thing starting to burn all of a sudden?
Because it's the Ark and it doesn't like the evil Nazi symbol, which is actually a Buddha symbol, but anyways.
Oh, you think it was specifically burning the symbol?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You never got that?
No. I thought it just started reacting and burning.
I don't know if that's a safe place to hide, but...
But he did it.
That's probably the only place to hide. It's not that big of a ship.
Yeah, but isn't that like where the smoke from the engines come out? It's probably really, really hot. I don't know. I'm not an engineer.
No, you're not. Nor am I. Do we think the ship is still in commission somewhere? Belloc's looking around quite a bit, and he's kind of... Oh, he's up there. He's way up there, huh? Yeah, still. Pretty easy to see him up there. Especially when the person you're talking to is
What's
right
that
there.
white head against the black background poking up?
Talking to... Yeah.
What's he holding on to, though?
Yeah.
Oh, so now he's going to be a gentleman. So you think she's more creeped out by his offer or before with all the pirate captain guy? All the
I don't think
guys?
that guy's really navigating.
He's just playing around with a compass.
It's not even the real map. He's like playing role-playing games or something. I love this. And here's where the music cues in again. This is a very exciting moment. Captain knows he's alive.
He turns his head. There!
Yeah, everyone looks at him.
Everybody's been looking there for 10 minutes, but...
Right here. Just hope the submarine doesn't dive while you're on top of it, Andy.
I feel it's gotta be harder to get back inside a submarine.
Yeah.
Like
Inconspicuously.
Yeah.
There's a ladder right there. You guys just got it.
Yeah.
It's more dramatic by climb up. Yes.
Yeah, there's got to be better safety mechanisms in place for the entrance to a submarine than just like so people get. I don't know though. I'm not a sailor, Tim.
No. But you know that submarines are known for their like big open areas where you can sneak in and infiltrate very easily.
A lot of small hidden compartments.
Yeah, that's what they're known for. So you're saying that you think the Ark was coming alive, or not coming alive? It was reacting to
just
evil.
Its holiness was
burning the bad stuff.
Yeah, did you not get that out of
Yeah,
that?
that's
So I thought that was common knowledge, Tim. What did you think was going on?
Never paid attention. I thought it was just like triggering, just showing like, ooh, there's something really there. Like it's not just some artifact.
Isn't your channel supposed to be like religiously based?
Yeah, it's been like 20 years since I watched this. Then answer me this: why
Riddle
does
me this, then.
no answer? Like I can't say riddle me this. That's copyrighted by the Riddler. Why?
I think the Riddler is actually copyright.
By
Just saying
DC.
that name, Tim.
Why you can say the Riddler? Why
Yeah,
does the evil spirits come out have prejudice or not have the same prejudice against evil? Why is it burning the ink on the crate specifically for the evil?
That's why I said I wouldn't be using the Lord's name in vain when they were in the
Yeah,
tomb.
but he
and
doesn't
it's like-
believe in all this stuff quite yet.
No, that's what Jones said.
I know.
Oh, you mean Indiana?
Yeah, Indiana Jones doesn't believe in all this stuff
I
yet.
love how
It's him. It's just an
clothes are too
artifact.
small.
This is a good scene too. I love the hat. That's a good touch, though. How the cost or the uniform doesn't fit.
Mm.
But I'm just saying, why is the key not to look in the Ark?
What do you mean the key?
Well, that's the key to surviving it. If it's attacking evil,
Oh, you're talking about the end.
yeah.
You can't skip ahead to the end, Tim. We're not there yet.
I don't think anyone watching this is like unaware of what happens at the end.
Spoiler alert! We've got to warn them.
Spoiler alert: we boringly talk about things before they happen in the movie. Yeah, let's make a big spectacle in front of everyone and film it in case it doesn't work.
It's written in the expanded Bible universe. Tim.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So I'm sure there's some decoding verses in Exodus that describe... Love that. I love that. That's ballsy right there. I'm sorry. I mean, he's not even a... I don't know, he's been bossing around these Nazis, some of them. Here's your bazooka scene.
Mm.
So what are these things they're carrying?
RPG. It's a rocket propelled grenade.
Okay.
Apparently, they need their flag bearers.
But are these eagles? Are those some Jewish thing, or are those
No, that's a
some?
Nazi
Eagles, that's
symbol.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey, he's still wearing that coat. The action figure for that guy, the coat was just a rubber thing that went over his shoulders, just like that. He didn't actually have the coat on the figure. It was just a suited guy with a rubber coat you put on the outside, just to look cool. And his hand was like this. It really was. So you can see the mark on his hand. He had a gun like this. His arm went like that. I'm not even kidding.
Wow. I wonder how that would go over nowadays. Look at my Nazi action figure.
I didn't understand what this was at the time, but other than to show the palm, because he had a little thing on his hand, he could hold it up. That's pretty funny, actually. Yeah. Never picked up on that.
Oh.
She's like, oh, look, and he's pointing an RPG at us.
Nerds. And I love that. He just sits down. He's like, I'm hot.
Why did she run that way? Why would she run the way they weren't looking?
Yeah.
He eats the fly here. Do you know that? Did you see it on his face?
Yeah.
There's the fly and it climbs in his mouth and he doesn't break scene.
Huh.
I do remember that.
I think I noticed that as a
It's
kid.
nasty.
You've never swallowed a bug?
She's like, all he wants is me. He doesn't care about the Ark.
She's like, I love him. And he's like, no, she's mine. He's like, I'm going to be having my way with her later. You want my woman? Blow up the ark then. Just do it. Look at that. The guy, the henchman guy, he just doesn't even care. He's just sitting down. He's like, you guys have your little drama. I'm just going to chill out. He's so, like, impartial to all of this. I love it. It's a good henchman.
So all your life has been spent in pursuit of archaeological relics that you can steal.
This is history. I like that. I also like how the flag bearer guys are the only ones that didn't panic and run around. They're very well trained. When you start waving this machine gun at everyone else scattering.
Gotta hold your flags.
Yeah. They should, the British should recruit them as the palace guards.
Yeah. He kind of played his hand a little early.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I do want to see it open. You're right. And then, like, 5 minutes later, Marion, don't look!
And so they don't kill him because they want to give him a chance to see.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they would have kept him alive because they're not sure exactly what's going to happen with his arc, except for him because he brought his cosplay.
What do you think the prop is right now? I think it's in George
It
Lucas's
shows
house
you. It's
somewhere.
in a giant warehouse.
Yeah, and a matte painting. It's lost in the matte painting. And we're going to position them right up on the hill, like dramatically, so they can watch us. Yeah, in Temple Square they have those paintings from the Old Testament paintings, and you have the Moses ordaining Aaron.
He's like,
and he has
so
the same
beautiful.
chest on.
It's a pile of sand.
Because they talk about it in...
Yeah, in description with the stones and how many stones and stuff. But I didn't know as a kid until I was like walking through Temple Square after I'd seen this a few times. I was like, hey, that's the thing.
Hey, they got that off of Indiana Jones.
Yeah. It's not nothing. It still was played.
Those were the other 5 commandments
Yeah.
that dropped.
Okay, so you can watch it open. You can watch the sand be unveiled. It's just when the ghosts start coming out, that's when you have to close your eyes.
No, was Indy actually looking, or was he just looking off into space?
And it's gotta destroy technology because technology is evil.
Is that the message? Or is it preventing a worldwide vision of the whole thing? Yeah.
Then why did it bust out the lights? Like, why didn't it just go for the camera?
To be creepy. This is cool.
This is all creepy, man.
Yeah. Scary stuff. Disembodied voices hissing. It's like, that's... Even the description's as bad as the sound. That's cool.
See, those guys are smart.
Yeah,
Just
they're like,
ran
yeah,
away.
this is not cool, guys.
Holy symbol is smoking.
Don't look at it.
Yeah.
In the Old Testament, and everybody's like, yeah, I bet you there's a part in the Old Testament that says don't look at the Ark. Because they've never read it.
And they look clean, but these are all this blue. When it flies behind them,
Is that a giant eyeball on the pole that they're on? Or it was probably just a light.
I don't know. I just remember the one that comes right up in front of him. He's like, oh. And then it changes and scares him.
That guy's not even phased. He's like, oh, that's sort of cool.
Yeah.
There's a ghost. He's like,
That guy?
this is interesting.
Yeah, here it is. Oh, now it's... Yeah.
This is the freakiest.
I don't know how the guy makes that face. That's not prosthetic. That's the guy's face.
He was cast just for that
Yeah.
ability.
When they brought the people in, he's like, make a face you'd make before your face explodes. He's like, yeah.
So it doesn't have anything to do with them being Nazis. It's just if you look at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why would it burn the swastika by like just randomly?
That guy doesn't even scream like he's afraid.
Yeah.
He's like he's having a good time.
That is so cool.
So
That is so
gross.
cool. And then his bell just explodes.
Freaked me out so much.
And there's the dummies already dead.
So
They
how
got
did
shot by lightning.
Moses use it then? Did he just close his eyes and?
I don't remember the part where he
No,
opens up the Ark and points at an
No,
army
it
or
doesn't do
something.
that, but it talks about how like
They used it in battle and it killed their enemies. Or they always won a battle if they brought the Ark with
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
It doesn't say they killed their enemies, but they always
No.
brought it with them to battle. Not always, but they
But
they
maybe
brought it
that
with
part
them
was
to
taken
battle.
out. Maybe this is how they won their battles. What were you gonna say?
oh, just that you know.
You notice how it lands like it's like a fridge door closing. It's not like it doesn't like. It's like you just slide it right off. It's
It
just
also
weird.
loosed their bombs.
Yeah. What was the fire?
And now they're standing on something. So before weren't they like up in the?
No, they're just up on a hill, on a little overlook.
Did it burn up all the bodies?
Yeah, it took them to hell. Because everyone knows that's what the Ark is. It's a tunnel and a conduit to hell. It says that in Revelations. Oh, what a pretty map painting. Oh. Now we're back at the Washington Monument.
Looked about as busy as. Never mind.
I love this, how they're just like, hey, you got your money, go back to your museum, go back to school. And there's President Kimball in the background right there.
Who was that guy? Why, though? Okay, so the FBI discovers a weapon that kills all the Nazis, and so they put it in a warehouse?
Yeah.
They're
like, you know what? If no one knows it's there, no harm, no foul. It'll be fine.
like, it's in the Bible. We
Not
don't dare
let's
mess with
study
this,
it. We don't want to research it or protect or hide it, like bury it somewhere. It was put in a warehouse where anyone could drive into it in a movie 20 years later. Bureaucratic fuels.
The real question is there an American flag on the box that houses the Ark, and does it get burnt?
Not till the Nixon
She's
administration.
gonna buy him a drink. She's gonna drink him under the
Yeah.
table now.
I'll buy you a drink. There's a lot of drinking in this movie. Yeah.
And he's got a new fedora.
Yeah.
This one's
Well,
great.
that's what I'm saying. That's his travel fedora. It's the same one he had on the airplane. It's not his regular adventuring one.
'Cause this
Unless
one's
it's in,
gray.
he pops it out. It's like interchangeable.
It's like a jacket. You just flip it inside out.
So in that one,
Is there a symbol on the side?
Top secret.
top secret?
It just says
Army.
Army. In case they don't want like a flag getting burned off the
Yeah.
side.
They're like, watch out for what would you put it on.
Okay,
Music's good
I don't
too.
care what's in that. I know what's in that. That's the Ark. If that's the Ark and it's in that box, what's in the other boxes?
Lots
It's like,
of stuff.
it's so important that we keep this buried. And where's this room? That's huge. That's like 20 Costco's right there.
Maybe 2.
It's a big
They're
building.
pretty high. That's like high enough to have like a big car chase scene in another movie. They should think about that sometime.
Are we gonna watch the after credits scene?
No. Yeah, the after credits.
What about the mid-credit scene?
No. We're just going to stare at this beautiful matte painting until it goes away. Those were the days. Wow. All right. Well, there's our commentary on the Raiders of Indiana Jones fighting Belloc for the Lost Ark.
So for the two people who watched this to the end,
beautiful thing. But yeah, final thoughts. Indy. Everyone loves Indy.
5
Was
people.
this- was
Because
this-
us 3 would be the
Well-
3.
well
and
played.
then-
I'm not going to watch this later. Are you kidding me?
You're like, I lived it.
You're like, this is the boringest night I've had in a long time.
It's not boring, but I don't need to watch myself watch a movie. I'll just watch a movie
With myself.
with myself.
All right. Were we offended at all by it, or was this too
Offended?
much? Yeah. Was this too?
Well,
They killed a monkey. They
you know,
killed. lot of-
Marion's character went from like strong female character to like weak to like
a lot of regression in a strong female character. So animal
yeah.
cruelty,
I think there were some
I
Arab
was-
Arab
stereotypes.
stereotypes. What
I don't
about
know
German? Are we
about-
okay with how Nazis were depicted?
No, I feel very sorry about them. What are you talking about?
Why is
There's
there's
not-
Germans?
there's
I mean,
not a
are we
lot of-
associating? How about the French? Are we offended by how they treat the French? Like this is
No, the French again never won a battle. Not in this movie. not
Okay.
Just Justin helping us win the Revolutionary War.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, that's our thoughts on Indiana Jones, the Raiders of the First Crusade.
Raiders of the First Crusade.
Yeah. So anyway, well, if you watch this, thanks for watching. And
I'm religiously offended by
their depiction of
yes
how much of a respecter of persons the Ark is at times. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks, Lance and Andrew, for joining us, and we'll catch you next time on Saints on Cinema. See ya.